So, let me set the scene for you. It all started on a regular night. I was scrolling through TikTok, just minding my own business, when I got a message from a woman I didn't know. And not just any woman, a pregnant woman. She was 3 months away from giving birth and casually asked if I was interested in sleeping with her. My first thought, whoa, this is random. But then I checked out her profile. She was stunning. After a few days of messaging back and forth, we decided to meet up. She made it clear she wasn't looking for anything serious. She just wanted to feel desired again. Honestly, part of me knew I should have walked away, but let's be real. My other head was doing all the thinking for me. As I approached her apartment, my heart was racing. I'd never been with a pregnant woman before. I stepped inside and couldn't help but notice her belly. It was, well, bigger than I expected. I awkwardly mentioned that I had no experience with this kind of situation, and she just laughed. "No worries," she said. "My ex always took control." A red flag went off in my head, but I brushed it aside. Then she did something that shocked me. She put my hand on her belly and said, "The baby is yours." I just nodded, trying to process what was happening. I mean, what do you even say to something like that? Nothing came to mind, so I continued nodding like an idiot. Suddenly, she leaned in and kissed me. One kiss led to another, and before I knew it, we were lost in a whirlwind of passion. But then, things took a turn. Midway through, she started crying. Yes, crying. I was in shock. Here I was, trying to enjoy the moment, and she's on top of me, sobbing. I finally mustered the courage to ask if she was okay, but she just covered my mouth with her hand, still riding me. Mixed signals, anyone? At that point, my body was sending its own message. Watching someone cry while trying to be intimate is a total buzzkill. My arousal quickly dwindled. I squeezed my eyes shut, desperately trying to focus on anything else. Then, out of nowhere, she switched from a gentle ride to a full-on bounce. And let me tell you, I wasn't prepared for that. The next thing I knew, I felt a sharp pain. I could hardly believe it, but my semi-erect penis was crushed under the weight of two people. I panicked. I bit her hand, not out of anger, but pure instinct. "Get off," I begged. She froze, clearly confused, and when she finally got off, I inspected the damage. It hurt like hell, but thankfully, it didn't look too bad. I explained what happened, and instead of easing the situation, it seemed to make her even more emotional. Now, I was in an awkward silence, and I took that as my cue to leave. But instead of heading back to my own place, I made the decision to go home. Like, home. You know, to my mom's house. My mom's a retired nurse, and if my penis needed medical attention, I figured, who better to check it out? When I got home, I awkwardly told her I had a random erection while doing push-ups and lost my balance. Yeah, that was a fun conversation. She inspected my penis. It was just as awkward as you might imagine. She started asking me bizarre questions like if the floor had a name. I mean, what? After what felt like an eternity, she finally declared my penis was fine but advised me to keep it away from any floors for a few days. I agreed, but she insisted I stay the night in my old room. Honestly, by that point, I had no dignity left. So I went along with it. And that's how I ended up with a crazy story about a night that went completely sideways. All because I let my other head do the thinking.